Yeah.
That reminds me of Cho Chabudai Gaeshi.
What?
You know, Cho Chabudai Gaeshi from Tokyo, the thing.
Oh, no, you never told me about Tokyo.
What?
Yeah, you never I mean, I've seen all your videos, but, you never did one about Tokyo.
It's been like a year and a half.
Yeah, exactly.
Let me see. Wait here.
Alright. I'll just wait here.
It's easy to think of Tokyo as one enormous homogeneous city. However, as it's the largest city in the world, there are many different areas with completely different flavors. From the farmers markets of Nippori Textile Town to the plastic food and kitchen supply district of Kappabashi, it feels like you're in dozens of cities all at once. In this episode, though, we focus on a few flashier sections of Tokyo.
There's so much to see and do, it's difficult to decide where to spend your days. But as a hip, fashion-forward teen, I naturally decided to spend my first day in Harajuku. The main attraction in Harajuku is Takeshita Street, and it shows. It's packed with people day in and day out. Takeshita Street is a hub of fashion boutiques popular with teenagers looking to keep up with trends or to eat delicious crepes.
It's also a place to purchase delightfully nonsensical English apparel. Duck Dude. No Freak. Broly. You never really know what you're going to run into in Harajuku. Everyone puts their best and strangest outfits on display.
Later, we went to Odaiba, which Albert already talked about in episode 6.
Yeah, but there's enough there that it's worth going back a few times. Especially because this time, my wife was right by my side.
Who could resist going back to a place graced by such luminaries as Michael Jackson, Leonardo DiCaprio, and Jonathan Lipnicki?
Wow. I found a racing-themed attraction where you could pay to drive classic cars around a short track. More of a parking lot, really, but pretty neat all the same.
I made a new friend! We posed for some tasteful photos, and we played some crazy games.
I drove a train!
I played a very mature game where the object is to drive along in a car and pet dogs. Weirdly, I think the Japanese title translated to Alyssa's Dream Life Simulator. But we just called it Ride Car Pet Dog.
We had a go at a game in which all the girls in mega-popular, oversized idol group AKB48 turned into zombies, and we had to heal them by shooting them a lot. Sometimes they danced. Weirdly, I think the title of that one translated to Albert's Nightmare Simulator.
And Albert tried to impress me by challenging and barely defeating an inanimate sumo robot. Good job, I guess.
Nice job, Albert!
That thing was a lot stronger than it looked. Speaking of robots, one of the most famous sights in Odaiba is the full-sized Gundam statue. Unfortunately, I did not wrestle the Gundam. No trip to Tokyo would be complete without a visit to Shibuya, possibly the largest shopping district in the city. You can find pretty much anything here, from high fashion and cutting-edge technology to a pumpkin eggplant burger and a curry plate of shape of toilet.
Shibuya is a sensory onslaught bursting with sound and color, which makes one of its most famous landmarks stand out in stark contrast. Tokyo's most famous meeting place is Hachiko, a statue dedicated to the quiet dignity of the world's most faithful dog. Hachiko would meet his owner at Shibuya Station each day after work, and the pair would walk home together. After his master's sudden death, Hachiko continued to arrive at the station every single day for 9 years, awaiting his return until his own death. 80 years later, Hachiko is still a popular symbol of loyalty, and it's common to see young friends and lovers meeting under his watch.
Good dog. However, even with the tragic backstory, you're just as likely to meet a wonderful green man, or maybe a horse chugging milk tea. Japan is like that. Shibuya is best known for its legendary Scramble Crossing, which is the busiest pedestrian intersection in the world. Every 2 minutes, all the traffic grinds to a halt, and a mass of humanity swarms across in every direction. Around 100,000 people every hour cross here at its busiest. It's intense, and a little disorienting at times.
Finally, of course, we had to visit the otaku capital of the world, Akihabara. Everywhere you look is plastered with anime, video games, maids, and other goods.
Ever wanted to take a nap in a lady's lap while she cleans your ears? I know just the place. Or is a terrifyingly realistic figure of Mr. Bean more your style? I got the hookup.
Of course, I had to try my luck with a Sailor Moon Gashapon machine and play the classic Sailor Moon arcade game.
Even with all the crazy outfits, anime cars, anime noodle shops, and salmon head men on display, my favorite part of Akiba was living a dream I've had for years. Playing Cho Chabudai Gaeshi, one of the most unique arcade games ever made. The basic concept is simple. Select an annoying situation, get annoyed, slam the table to demonstrate your annoyance, and then, when you've had enough, flip the table in a cathartic moment of destruction and release. It's deeply stupid, and I love it.
And now, it's time for our newest exciting segment.
Japan loves Kit Kats. They're among the most popular of any Western brand in the whole country.
Of course, plain old Kit Kats can get pretty boring, so Japanese flavor scientists are constantly hard at work designing new and interesting things they can taste like.
Today, we'll be reviewing matcha green tea and Azuki red bean sandwich.
Matcha is powdered green tea, and it has great ceremonial significance in Japan.
Ooh.
It's kind of cute.
Kanpai. It's pretty good.
That's delicious. It's like those other green tea Kit Kats that you see everywhere,
But just way higher quality.
but way better.
Oh yeah.
It's got that real subtle hint of tea bitterness, but still really smooth and sweet. It's really good.
I like it a lot.
I'm gonna give matcha green tea Kit Kats 4.5 duck dudes out of 5.
And I really like it a lot, but I'd like to see room to improve from here. So I'm only going to give it 4 of this guy. Azuki red bean is a regional specialty of Nagoya, with its red bean miso sauce served on basically everything. That is not the color I expected.
Yeah,
It's
this is
normal Kit Kat color.
It looks like a regular Kit Kat. It's a sneaky Kit Kat. Wow, it does not smell like normal Kit Kat.
Whoa, no it doesn't.
It's like red beans.
There's beans.
Tastes like beans.
It tastes like beans.
It tastes like sweet red bean. And if you've ever, I don't know, man.
I like red bean a lot though, more than Alyssa does. I like it as a dessert substitute, which is everywhere in Japan. But
I'm having a hard time eating this.
I'll take it. I like it.
I'm not a fan. There you go.
It tastes like beans.
I'm gonna give Azuki red bean sandwich flavored Kit Kats 1.5 rollies. And the half grolly is a kudos grolly because I'm just impressed that it tastes so much like red beans.
Meanwhile, I actually kind of like it, so I'm gonna give it 3.5 curry plate of shape of toilet. Join us next time for more crazy Japanese Kit Kats.
Yeah, I'm gonna have another one too. Good ones. We've only just begun to scratch the surface of our time together in Japan.
Be sure to tune in next episode, in which we get real high in a tower.
And Christmas!